here's one of the pros with the Raptor here. And this is one of the reasons why this is a really good beginner dino. Not only is it affordable, but when you get on big dinos like this, you get here right in their tail, and watch this. Look where you can hit them. Now I'm doing damage, and they can't hit you here. See that? Another nice thing is, too, is you can jump. I'll show you here. You can do a jump and latch. It's not to get in front of him. This is where, see this? Now you're on him. He can't hit you. You can ride him, and then you can bite, see? And then unlatch when you need to, so that way you can preserve your stamina. Because if your stamina gets low, the latch runs out, and Raptor causes really good bleed. You know, you could do that to a Rex, and you could kill him very easily once you learn how to do what's called tail riding with the Raptor. The thing you got to be careful here with the Giga is that it can stomp you, which I'll show you here in a second what happens. This is where you got to be careful with a Giga if he's not bone broke. If you get near his legs like this, he's gonna hit you with a stomp. I'll show you. I'm trying to get him to stomp me here real quick. This is where I gotta be careful with Giga. Now, if you're in between his legs like this, or you're tail riding him, look at all that damage. And that can easily bone break you. So, Gigas you got to be a little bit careful about, but the Raptor's got amazing speed. So you can pretty much outrun just about anything. You got an 1820 normal run speed. And then I'll show you what the sprint speed here is. You got to get some water here soon, too. But who cares about that? Here's the sprint speed. You're outrunning everything at that point. So Raptor is a really great beginner's dino. It's got amazing speed. It does amazing bleed. You know, you got multiple attacks here. You can latch onto dinos. You can even latch onto an anklet, which is pretty crazy. Bleed them right out. It's also going to be like one of your best friends with the Raptor is doing the bleed and run technique. You know, there's certain dinos you got to be careful about. You know, definitely don't want to get bone broke with this dino because it doesn't have the greatest health stats. You know, you will die easy like that. But its turning is also really good too. So it's really great for tail riding. And I'll show you what this other attack here looks like. What's going on over here? I'm just going to hit one of my friends here. See? Look how much damage that just did. So, you gotta be careful with the Raptor and play it right, but you can totally kill a bunch of apexes with it. It's definitely a great beginner's dino. It's not expensive. I mean, as you can see here, you can get, you know, certain dinos' backsides and stuff like that, and, you know, easily take them out. But, on to the next dino, guys. Alright guys, so the reason why I say the Yankees, one of the best dinos here for beginners, is because this thing's a tank. You get in the crouch position, you get an automatic defense, you got these two power hits right here. They both do different things when they're in, when you're in your crouch mode. And the damage this thing does is unreal. I just completely an adult Yankee. I do 340 damage. I still got 2548 health. Yeah, my speed's only 1,000. But that doesn't mean anything. You're just a slow battle tank. You can maneuver real easy. When you're in the crouch mode, you spin way better than you do outside the crouch mode. So the trick is with this, stay in crouch mode while you're battling. But once your bone broke, like you are now, you can't use your spin attack. You only can use your power slap. I mean, look how far away I just hit that styro with that. But now I can't get back in crouch mode, so now my defense is back to normal. But we still have massive health. Alright guys, so Spino, this is my favorite dino. This is the best beginner dino too, as far as like apex carnivores go. And probably one of the best ones in the game for multiple reasons. Its pivoting is impeccable. I mean, you can turn ridiculously well with this dino, especially the better you get with it. Super easy. You can easily get rid of tail riders. You got your tail swat right here. You got your 3 claws. 265 damage, 1250 run and swing. And that's a pretty cool feature with the Spino, because you can literally go from sprinting from land right in the water and not lose any speed, as you'll see right here. And then I'm going to show you guys something else that's really cool about the Spino. This is another reason why it's worth the money. It's water defense. As you can see down here, when the dinosaur swims, its defense and damage are increased, and this ability remains active for a short period of time after exiting. So we were at 265 damage before. Our protection, which is our defense, is already upped. And our damage is increased to 286, I mean. And I'll show you guys how long it'll last as you get out of the water right now. Let's stay on the screen so you guys can see. Still got 286. So you think about it, you get out of water, get on land, you could do some serious damage at 286, per hit plus with the Spino. I mean, look how long this is still staying at that damage. And that's one of the things you do with the Spino. You want to be near water. Water's going to be your best friend with the Spino. Water's going to be your best friend for multiple reasons. One, great for fighting, obviously, with the damage increase and the defense. Not much is going to be able to take you in the water. Even if you are new, you can still do pretty well. And if worst case scenario, you can easily escape things. The only thing that's going to really outrun you in the water is the Sarco. Most Sarcos, unless it's a really good Sarco, you're going to beat it with the Spino, no problem. Yeah, unless you come across a really good Sarco player, it's not going to beat you as an adult Spino. Yeah, times are going to get tough, they're going to be rough, everything wants to kill you. But that's the same thing really with any dino. As a baby, you're pretty much dead. The other good thing about a Spino is that you can beat things. Like Yankees, if you know how to do it right, you can easily kill an Yankee as a Spino. Alright guys, we're going to PvP the Sarco right here. I'll show you what the Spino can do. Don't hit the water buff on either. Now this tail attack is great. Don't be afraid to use it. Just make sure you use it right. See what I mean? And when your bone broke too with the Spino, it turns even better. Alright guys, I'm going to show you what the Spino now can do with a Sarco in the water. Hell no.
we're gonna show you what the Sarco and Spinal battle look like in the water. My guy right over here is my bro. He's a really good Sarco player. So I'm gonna show you what the Spinal can do against the Sarco in the water. Sarco also gets a water buff too. Water buff and defense. Gotta make sure his health doesn't get too low. I don't want to kill him on accident. See, now this is where Sarco's got the advantage over the Spino. Saw how fast he could easily get away from me. So, Spino is king of the water here. Alright guys, that concludes our video on which dinos I think are the 3 best beginner dinos. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please smash that like and subscribe button. And remember, take a kid fishing.